Left side, yellow skin for the price of a frozen pizza. Right side, yellow skin for the price of used car. They both are yellow, but one costs $5 and other one over $4,000. Today I'm gonna show you two yellow inventories, cheap and expensive. By the end of the video you will know if you should save your money or go all in on expensive yellow inventory. I'm starting with gloves, because gloves are the base of any color loadout. Without them, even good skins will look bad. For the cheap setup, we have Moto Gloves Transport for around $48. They're the cheapest yellow gloves I could find that still look good, but in my opinion, they are way better than Hand Wraps Caution, and also like 3 times cheaper. There are also two more cheap yellow gloves. Broken Fang gloves Yellow Banded field tested for about $62 and Driver gloves Overtake field tested for around $69. If you have a bit more money and you like those more, go for them. For the expensive loadout we have Sport gloves Omega in factory new for around $2.3k. I really like these gloves. They fit the yellow team perfectly. For me, they're top 1 yellow gloves. Nothing comes close. And yeah, I'm showing gloves with the default knife on purpose. I will show you the knives that match these gloves at the end of the video, so watch it till the end. We also can't forget about agents. Agents change the sleeves, and for yellow loadout that's super important. We don't want some random green or blue sleeves with our yellow skins. For city side, the cheap agent is Michael Cypher's FBI Sniper for around $15. Sadly, there is no yellow city agent right now, but he has simple black sleeves and looks fine. I like how these sleeves work with our yellow gloves. The expensive city agent is Chem Has Specialist SWAT for about $24. Same idea, black sleeves, just a bit more premium model. For T side, the cheap agent is Ground Rebel Elite Crew for around $10. Simple guy, no crazy colors and no sleeves showing, so he doesn't mess up the look of your gloves and guns. For the expensive T agent we got Sir Bloody Daryl Royale, the professionals, for about $60. He looks great in game. Golden mask, golden watch, and again, no sleeves. That watch with the gloves just looks clean. Did you know there are 0 USP skins that are more than half yellow? So for the cheap inventory I went with USP Torque. Very simple, but it fits the yellow team and looks nice. And for the expensive loadout I picked the USP Jawbreaker. It's not full yellow, but it looks really good with Omega gloves. If you want something more clean and simple, just stick with Torque. Unfortunately, there are also no yellow P2000 skins, so we skip that gun. For Glock on the cheap side, we have Glocking Bird for about $1.8. Yellow, white and green works well here, and the bird is a cherry on the top. For the expensive Glock, we go with Bullet Queen. In game, with these gloves it looks amazing. I love the small details, tiny bullets with faces and the girl on the side. For dual Berettas there is only one yellow option, dual Berettas Marina. Budget side gets field tested and expensive side gets factory new. If you buy field tested, try to find a low float, like 0.15 to 0.20. It will look way less scratched and you will see more yellow color. P250 sedimentary goes into the cheap inventory for about 23 cents. You get a nice wood yellow texture on the body and orange on the top. For the expensive P250 I chose Wingshot from the Shadow collection. Old skin, but still pretty cheap for our expensive side, around $11. 5.7 only has one skin. 5.7? Monkey business. Cheap loadout gets field tested, expensive loadout gets minimal wear. To be honest, they look almost the same. Maybe a few more scratches on field tested, so you decide if it's worth the overpay. And by the way, did you know that this skin doesn't have a factory new exterior? Let me know in the comments. Tag 9 Banana Leaf for about 18 cents is a crazy value. You pay almost nothing and get a really nice skin for this team. For the expensive Tag 9, we use Tag 9 Terrace from the Rising Sun collection. Bright yellow with black and white, this combo always works well. Same story as Berettas, there is only one yellow CZ. CZ yellow jacket, field tested for the budget inventory, factory new for the expensive one. Same tip, if you go field tested, try to get a low float, it will look much cleaner. When I searched for a cheap yellow deagle, I found 0 true yellow skins, so I made the fake Deagle Blaze. Desert Eagle Knight with a Blaze style stickers. To craft it, you need 4 Incineration Hollow and 1 High Hit sticker. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you think. For the expensive loadout, of course we have the classic Desert Eagle Blaze. Everyone knows this skin. Let's compare them side by side. Which one would you use? For the revolvers, the cheap side gets Blaze, factory new for about $3. The expensive side gets revolver Banana Cannon for around $5.6. The price difference is not huge here. No pistols left, so let's move on to SMGs. We start with Souvenir Mag 10 Gold Brick. I don't know if it's more gold or dark yellow, but for this loadout it's good enough. For the expensive Mag 10, I picked Mag 10 Stalker for about $340. I like this skin a lot, and the colors works really good with Jawbreaker and the gloves. Now look at this price difference. MP9 Bitron for around 2 cents versus MP9 Bulldozer for about $1,000, 50,000 times more expensive. And honestly, Bitron doesn't even look that bad. For the cheap loadout we have MP7 Akoben, a nice mix of green and yellow. For the expensive one I chose MP7 Nemesis, an old skin from Falchion collection that still looks very good. UMP Caramel goes to the cheap side for about $10. Pretty simple skin with a bit of yellow. For the expensive UMP we have Blaze at around $37, a real classic. This MP5 Kit Bash has like 5% of yellow, and it's the cheapest yellowish MP5 I could find. MP5 Agent has a bit more yellow, so it goes to the expensive side. I don't know who still uses MP5 in CS2. If you do, you are doing something wrong in your life. PP Bison Osiris is our cheap Bison. Yeah, it's more orange than yellow, but we need something for this slot. For the expensive Bison we have Judgment of Anubis. I really like this skin. The Egyptian theme is super cool. P90 Shapewood is the cheap P90. Yellow wood pattern fits the theme very well. For the expensive P90 we have Run and Hide from the Ancient collection. The leopard print looks great. By the way, if you liked any of these skins and you want to grab them from marketplaces, but you are too lazy to type all these skins by yourself, I made document with all skins from this video. You can find it in my Discord channel. Link is below. Now shotguns. Nova Wurst Hole goes into the budget inventory for about 40 cents. Flaming sausages. What else do you want? I honestly don't know why this skin isn't more popular. It looks so funny. The expensive Nova is Nova Interlock for around $14.5. Yellow, blue and beige colors works well together, but to be honest, I still like the sausage Nova more. XM Xun cost about 17 cents and it's very clean. For the expensive inventory we go with XM Incinerator. Less yellow and a bit darker, but the artwork make it looks more special. Saved Off only has one skin for this team. Origami. Cheap side gets minimal wear and expensive side gets factory new. Same with Max 7. Only one yellow option I could find. Max 7 Bulldozer. Field tested costs around $13 and factory new is about $200. The price jump is crazy. Now rifles. For Galio the cheap side has AC Dart minimal wear for around 10 cents. For the expensive side, we are using Galio Chatterbox, my favorite Galio skin. I remember when it was at just few dollars, and now it costs around $200. Crazy. AK Searing Rage is the perfect cheap yellow AK for this video. Cool cheap skin from the Fever collection. For the expensive AK, we go full flex with AK Gold Arabesque at around $4,000. If you buy this, you're built different. SG Colony goes into the cheap inventory for around $10. Looks clean and fits the theme. For the expensive SG we have Hazard Pay. In my opinion it looks much better than Colony, but it's like 26 times more expensive. FAMAS Neural Net is our cheap FAMAS for about $1. The expensive FAMAS is Commemoration at around $67. Very clean very yellow. For M4A4, the cheap pick is Hellish from the Train 2K25 collection. I really like the idea of this skin. And for the expensive inventory, we use M4A4 the Coalition at around $2,000. It's the most expensive M4A4 I could find. For M4A1, Golden Coil is perfect for both sides. Cheap inventory gets a battle-scarred one, expensive inventory gets factory new. Same for AUG, both sides use Torque skin. Just like USP Torque, it works great with yellow and white setups. Time for snipers. SSG Big Iron is the best cheap SSG for this loadout. For the expensive side, we go with SSG Deathstrike. That Scorpion looks sick. Scar has only one good yellowish skin, Jungle Slipstream. Budget side gets field tested, expensive side gets factory new. Same for G3, the only yellow skin is Stinger. Cheap inventory gets field tested for about $3.50. Expensive inventory gets factory new for $7. For AVP, the cheap side gets AVP Phobos, the cheapest AVP with yellow details I could find. Expensive side gets AVP Dragonlord. Every CS player knows this skin. Now LMGs. Negev Bookhead goes to the cheap inventory for about 2 cents. Simple, but looks pretty nice. Negev Loudmouth goes to the expensive side for around $18. Dirty skin, but in a good way. For M249, the cheap one is Spectre, the expensive one is Impact Drill. And of course, Zeus. There is only one yellow Zeus right now. Zeus charge up. Cheap side gets battle scarred, expensive side gets factory new. We are almost done. Let's add some music kits and pins. For the cheap inventory we have music kit Chipzel, Yellow Magic, and a Guardian 2 pin. For the expensive one we use music kit Freaky DNA, Vici, and the Civil Protection pin. And now the knives. For the cheap loadout I chose Shadow Dagger's Lore, best budget yellow knife I could find for this setup. For the expensive loadout we have Butterfly Knife, Lore, the most expensive yellow skin and a perfect match for our Sport Gloves Omega. So the total price of cheap inventory is $365 and the total price of expensive inventory is $28,000. Crazy difference, huh? So which inventory you like the most? Cheap or expensive? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget about my Discord channel. Full list of skins from this video are waiting for you.